We speak, what next for Manchester United? Before this final, we spoke about these two massive contrasts. On one hand, £100 million and Champions League football. And on the other hand, no £100 million and no Champions League football. On one hand, Gyökeres, Ederson, whoever else. On the other hand, none of those players. So that's the reality that we're staring at tonight. It's not a joke. I think sometimes people sensationalise failure to make people get scared. We won't be signing Gyökeres. We won't be signing Ederson. We won't be signing players of that quality. So basically, let's pretend we'd won. And then we get Gyökeres. And then we get Ederson. And then we get Cunha. And then next season, we're getting closer to our rivals. Now look at us now. Now, Liverpool and Arsenal are buying Zubimendi, Frimpong, Wirtz, Gyökeres. So forget them. See you later. Decade away. Gone. Forget it. Spurs, Newcastle, maybe Chelsea, maybe Villa, Champions League football. Man United. So tell me, next season, how on earth are we getting anywhere near the top six? You talk about no European football this next year like it's a one-off. How are we getting? How do we get European football next year? It's not a one-off. I don't. This is what I mean. This game tonight has got to go down as one of the weirdest Man United performances I've ever seen. They were all going to get a pay rise. There was no desperation. There was no. It was literally. You know what? I've seen teams that are going to get relegated play one of the best teams in the league and batter them because they get it. We're going to get relegated. We're going to lose money, this, that and the other. United have just gone from an opportunity of getting Champions League football and rebuilding the club to, I do not know. Hello everybody, today's clip is supported by Sleeper. Before we dive in, let me tell you a bit more about Sleeper. This app is making serious waves. It was the #1 downloaded sports app in the US during the NFL season, even beating heavyweights such as ESPN and Yahoo. Sleeper isn't just popular, it's because they truly deliver the best fantasy experience. You get deeper customization, more league options, and all the bells and whistles that make managing your fantasy team a blast. But that's not all. Sleeper is growing a fantastic community with several million people using it daily for their sports fix. Sleeper has a broad appeal and is genuinely built for everyone. So, if you're looking to up your fantasy game, make sure to check out Sleeper by clicking the link in the video description. Trust me, you won't regret it. But when we talk about what next, let's be very, very clear. Spurs, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool. There's more as well, isn't there? There's more. Newcastle, and let's say Chelsea or Villa or Forest. That's 6 teams in the Champions League earning 100 million each. We're not one of them. We're not one of them. We can't offer Champions League football. We can't offer big money. We're done. We're absolutely... And guess what? Guess what? On top of that, none of those clubs are £1 billion in debt. We still owe £300 million in transfers for the shit that we've got. It's scary. It's really scary. Like, it's really scary, isn't it? It is, because we can't score goals with the team that we've got. I think what we built tonight to be was something that sends you down 2 separate paths. And unfortunately, we are walking. There was a pathway that we sort of could see a way out. We're now walking down a pathway where I haven't got a clue. I actually haven't got a clue. It's scary. It really, really is. So when people say to me, "What's next?" what I really fear is that what happens next is Sir Jim and the Glazers will keep surviving. I feel like the club is dying. I feel like tonight won't hit home as hard as it probably should. And I feel like we'll wake up tomorrow and the noise will be from your talk shit and your Sky and your TNT. It'll be Amrim needs to go. And that will be the story. And it'll be some players need to go. And it will be Cunha, here we go. And it will just be this cesspit of contradiction where we sign Cunha, who is an Amrim player, so he's not going. And it'll be all this noise that will just carry on through the summer. And ultimately, it will allow the Glazers and Sir Jim to survive. And it will all be about maybe there'll be a miracle next season. And then there won't be a miracle next season. And we won't get European football again. And it'll be 2 years without European football. And the debt will grow. And we'll lose more money. And eventually, what will happen is what needs to happen is that we will need to... We need somebody to buy this football club and do something with it. And if they can't accept, if they can't see that, it's incredible. I mean, are they genuinely going to try and build a new Old Trafford? You know, I don't think people really grasp what the first 12 months of this Ineos Glazer relationship is. The Glazers were bad for Man United, but this is worse. This is worse. Like, I know Gary Neville was on about we've got to give them time. They've sacked half the workforce. If I go into a pub that's not doing well and I want to make it better, but then I sack half the workforce, it's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work. It's just basically trying to save money. I think we're in big trouble. I do. I genuinely think we're in big trouble. Because what's basically happening on a very fundamental level is that our rivals are getting richer and better, and we're getting poorer and worse. So anybody who tells me there's a way back, tell me I'm wrong. Our rivals are getting better and richer, and we are getting worse and poorer. So how does this get better for us? Like, literally explain it to me. How does it get better when all our rivals are getting better and richer and we're getting worse and poorer? Like, how does that get better? It doesn't. Do you think Amrim should survive? Do you think Amrim should resign? I can understand why he might want to resign. I don't think it will do him any major harm. If I'm being honest, I don't think it will do him any major harm as an individual, as a manager, because I think that there is always going to be a way back for him to get back into coaching and do well. I think this Manchester. I don't. The only change I want to see at Manchester United is the only change I want to see at Manchester United is a ownership change, and I think until we see that, I genuinely don't see how things get any better at the football club. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.